I'd like to interest you in a contrary motion line that stays in one key. We're going to be singing the key of no sharps, no flats here, and working from this beginning wide compass point of B to D and ending up at a unison C here. So let's start with B and D. If you haven't yet done so, I'd like to ask that you please do subscribe to the channel, like, share, and leave a comment. If you'd care to make a donation, there's a PayPal address in the description below. And we're going to start here with B and D. 7th and 10th fret of the 6th and 1st string. So we're starting off at a fairly wide compass point. Those voices are going to, of course, move in opposite directions. That's what contrary motion is. So the low voice is going to come up and the upper voice is going to come down. So B and D, 7 and 10, C and C, 8 and 8, or we could play that with a bar. I think I'm partial to the bar in this case, because we're going to come up to D and B. Notice we've had a voice exchange, B and D, and then D and B, so it flips. Notice that we have two C's, and we're going to converge on a single C in the middle. Interesting things about contrary motion. D and B, now we need E and A, 7 and 10, 5th and 2nd strings. They cross at F and G, 8 and 8. Then we get G and F, another voice exchange. This is 10 and 10, G and F, A and E. So you could take a little segment like that and start working it diatonically down the board, use it to modulate, experiment with just that. Find what you find. So where were we here? A and E, 7 and 9, 4th and 3rd strings. Now the shape is going to swap, and we're going to get from 7 and 9, we're going to get 9 and 7. B and D. Notice that we started with B and D. Here we are at a closed version, and we converge. B and D, 9 and 7 on that single C, 10th fret of the 4th string. If we wanted to carry on, let's see what we could do. Now B and D, C and C. So here's B and D. We could keep the line going up by this B has to go to A. So switch octaves, because we're not going to be able to make that reach very easily. So B and D, A and E, G and F again, F and G. I guess we could carry on E and A. I'll go over those slowly. B and D, 7 and 10. 12 and 12, A and E, 5th and 1st strings. 10 and 13, G and F, F and G. 13, 15, 1st string and 6th. Now we could go E, A here, 12 and 17, or we could go up an octave and run it a little further. E and A, this is 14 and 17. So now we need a D and a B way up here. 17 and 19. And what are they going to do? They're going to end on C's. So C's always been that pivot point throughout. This is 15 and 20. So I hope contrary motion can be of interest to you. I do have a playlist of some contrary motion studies that might fuel the fire a little more for you to investigate. I do hope this finds you well. If you've watched this far, I appreciate it very much, and I wish you a very good day.